All right, so my final story is from Digital Music News, and this is over a Tupac image. A photographer named Danny Clinch is officially suing Warner Music Group and HipHopDx for allegedly infringing upon an image of Tupac Shakur. Tom's River, New Jersey-born Danny Clinch and his legal team just recently submitted the concise complaint to a New York federal court, and the 8-page long action claims off the bat that the plaintiff is a renowned photographer who has created a remarkable body of work depicting compelling and intimate images. One of Clinch's celebrated photographs shows the New York City-born rapper posing shirtless before a professional-looking backdrop, hands behind his back. Clinch stated on Instagram 5 weeks ago that he shot the photo in 1993 for Rolling Stone magazine, but the publication isn't listed as the plaintiff in the suit. And needless to say, given the present courtroom confrontation, Clinch claims that he did not grant HipHopDx or Hip Hop News Platform's owner, Warner Music, permission to use the image, which defendants allegedly misappropriated.
Yeah. So, we're saying that the publication was back in February of 2015. So my first question was, why are you bringing the complaint now? Now, it may just be that he didn't discover this until recently, but I thought the timing was interesting.
Said misappropriation and unauthorized use allegedly occurred in various ways, including but not limited to on a HipHopDx article. The piece, which appears to have been published back in February of 2015, was still live at the time of writing, along with the Tupac image in question. The allegedly willful, intentional, and malicious infringement of Warner Music and HipHopDx allowed them to obtain direct and indirect profits they would not otherwise have realized, according to Clinch, who maintains that he's entitled to the earnings directly and indirectly attributable. Is that it?
Attributable.
Attributable.
All this lawyer speak in these complaints,
oh my goodness.
I get you.
It
messes you
it's
up.
crazy. I'm not used to it. Directly and indirectly.
Well, and I was just gonna say, look, the bottom line is he goes, look, you took my picture, you published it, you didn't give me credit, right? So then we've talked about this in a different segment where we said when these copyright claims are brought forth, we're now seeing this commonality of two things. One, they say copyright infringement because you used my picture without giving or getting permission from me, so therefore I'm going for statutory damages. It's up to $150,000 under copyright law if it's a willful infringement. So that's number one.
Right?
Per infringement. And in this case, I think we're only saying it was used one time in this publication. But then the second piece of it is attribution, right? So did you give me credit? And under DMCA, the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, trust me, we all have a hard time with words. DMCA, you have to give credit for the original author. It's really, really important. So that's why you see this commonality of those two pieces in a lot of these copyright infringement lawsuits. And, when I took a look to see, this publication is, in fact, still live. And, so it's really just going to come down to where did they get the picture? Did they have permission? Because, look, sometimes permission might be something as simple as an email, right? You can get what's called a limited license if you email someone. And in fact, I literally had someone email me yesterday. And it's someone who had taken a picture of me a couple of years ago. And he goes, hey, just FYI, I did a re-edit. Is it okay if I use this new version? And of course, I'm like, yeah, no worries. Appreciate you checking in. And it's that simple. We don't need to get a super fancy contract every time.
But it is in writing because you have the email proof. So
yeah, exactly. So, really, we'll see if the publication house can come back and show that there had been some kind of consent and maybe, oops, we forgot to give you credit. But, this might just settle out and they'll just say, sorry, here's a paycheck. And
right. So it's definitely something we can keep an eye on. But, these things are coming up more and more.
Yeah.